Hello, Galaxy. I'm Chris Pirillo, and I'm still feeling intergalactic, at least for the time being. I will swap out of this shirt soon enough, sweatshirt, possibly as it starts to warm up in here. Before streaming here, or I guess during the preview time, I had a chance to clean off the supports for an IG-11. This is a newer IG-11. Now, I say newer because I was having problems, as you know, with some of the Mandalorian nativity files. And I'd emailed the creator of these files and said, here's what I'm having a problem with, here's what I think is happening, here's what could be improved upon. And initially, he updated a few of those files. And I came back to him again, I'm like, this stuff is just, I'm missing a lot of these details. The supports are just, they're not what they should be. These are where the details could be improved. And I specifically referenced IG-11's hand. Now, the previous IG-11 hand, it was protruding. And so the problem is the support would inevitably tear off the hand. In this updated model, given that it was a low poly model to begin with, I said, just, fudge the hands. Like, the hands don't have to be super detailed, dude. It's a low poly model. I'm not looking for, crazy detail. So he fused the hand perfectly to the body, so I was able to remove all the supports for the IG-11, so I got the IG-11 done. I'm having to redo the quill, because the quill that I printed, the original hand, it had like a gap, and I'm like, the support, it had nothing to do with supports, it's just the model, it's too detailed in spots, it's way too detailed. You've got to fudge the details far more, especially for a low poly model. So he updated, and in fact, I woke up this morning to find that he updated pretty much all the models in his particular array. I don't think I'm going to be printing a Nerf. I'm pretty happy with the Blurg. a nerf. I mean, because it would be really large, and I think one blurg is enough. I'm going to do the Queel. I'm going to do the IG-11, and then I think Luke is left. The Loth Cat worked. I think it's Luke. Luke would be the last one for the nativity scene, and given that he updated all of them, I was like really happy to hear that. So welcome everybody, one and all. We were moderators and I were kicking around the idea. I can't remember who brought it up. One of them, got to give him credit. Thought we could do Mad Libs somehow. I don't have any Mad Libs on me right now, but like the idea would be that if we reach a certain cheer amount for the evening, we can do a Mad Lib, and then if we reach another cheer level in the evening, then we can do a PG-13 Mad Libs. What do you think? Is that worth? I don't know if that's as easy as it gets. I wish there was like a service that I could use for Mad Libs, like a plugin or whatever. Who doesn't carry around Mad Libs at all times? Well, I didn't want to embarrass myself. Fix 'em, dude. I do. I used to love Mad Libs. Love Mad Libs. They were my favorite. Speaking of favorites, guess what I got? Show you what I got. Just a second. Let me do this. Give me a second. Gotta make sure. There we go. It is the Funko Advent Calendar for A Nightmare Before Christmas. I did not have it before. This is the only one I think they made. I don't think they made two of these. But I skipped it last year, and now I'm doing Twitch. I'm like, hey, I'll get these. Jedi's now, she'll have Avengers, Harry Potter, and this one, Nightmare Before Christmas. In fact, let's just dive in. Yeah, should we? Should we just dive in to the array of fun? As soon as I zoom out here. Okay, I guess not. Guess I'm not gonna zoom out. Cool looking. I agreed. You think I should do Hangman? Well, the idea would be like to trigger these types of things when I wish to see it needs to be an extension, or it needs to happen online, like after a certain cheer goal is met for the evening. And I can't. There's no cheer meter, daily cheer meter that I can put in, and I've tried. I've looked into them, so kind of stuck. We are left to our own devices, so to speak. Let's go ahead and begin the Advent Calendar fun, given that we have... The cool thing about this one is I get to do 6 days, or 7 days. We're up to day 7. It was already open, which is awesome. So we get our Jack, the Pumpkin King, grown so tired of the same old thing. Oh, somewhere deep inside of these bones, an emptiness began to grow. Oogie Boogie. Hopefully we get all the characters. I don't think we're going to get all the characters, but I would like to get all the characters. Before we get duplicates of Jack, I would really love to see all the characters here. Stop me when I get to 7, please. Oh, see, we got a duplicate Jack already. Okay. I mean, not duplicate, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want all the characters as like a figure set. Unfortunately, I don't think this Jack's gonna stand up. Stand up for yourself, Jack! 7 is going to be a challenge. I'm not gonna keep this box, so I'm not too worried about that. Oh yes! I am the clown with the tearaway face! Here the flash and gone without a trace. Alright, so now we're caught up. We got... Can I get him standing up for a screenshot here? Can I? This Jack. Come on, Jack. This is the biggest problem I have with Pops. Not what they look like. I love what they look like. It's just that they don't stand very well. They don't stand easily. There we go. I, Jack, the Pumpkin King. That catches us up. We're now through day 7. Woo! Nice. Don't ask me why I didn't get this last year, but this year it was like Five Nights at Freddy's was the Funko calendar. I don't know about that. Maybe Jedi if she wasn't scared. By the way, I washed the Ulti Stick plate, because I'm going to try the Articulated Dragon with this gold filament that I've got loaded after the Mandalorian figurines. I don't know if it's going to work, but when I tried doing it without a brim, the dragon on the sheet that I'm using now, it came up. A part of it came up. So unfortunately, I was not able to do that. Saw a funny tweet the other day. According to my chocolate advent calendar, tomorrow is Christmas Eve. Well, that's funny, Mark. That is pretty funny. Okay, day 7. We've got a Jango. We're still a ways off for this December sub goal. But every day is a different day. Here we got some tags. See, these are cool. Nice to have. It's good to have another Star Wars advent calendar. Not going to complain about that. Not my favorite. Day 7. Hello and welcome to day 7. Probably not as exciting. Yeah, definitely not as exciting. We have Jennifer's accessories. You're late, making more cookie frosting? Nice! Nice! Move this over here. Jennifer can now accessorize. She's got a couple of school books here. That is just a couple of school books, I guess. And not very exciting. Purse. And some bracelets. Not really anything to show off, but yeah. If this is the way to get my Darth Vader Marty McFly figure, so be it. Do I have the Mandu Grogu Pez? I do. In fact, I think there are 2 variants of the Grogu Pez. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Saw them at $5 and under. Oh, nice. If you see anything there, you let me know. Don't ever think that I see everything, because I don't. I need everybody to help me with my Star Wars radar. We got another hockey dude. Again, where is Zamboni girl? Gal. It is a small price to pay for Darth Vader. Well, you know, it's Back to the Future accessories and whatnot. And maybe one day Jedi will watch all the movies. Maybe one day she'll watch the first one all the way through. It's my hope. She was playing Minecraft. I hesitate to say playing Minecraft. She was building in Minecraft or exploring in Minecraft today. I really like that she's into it. Really. Am I in the scene? I am in the scene. Okay. So this one, she's got a gem. So are they playing for a gem? Is that what's going on here? Oops. Alright, let's try this. So, yay. Yeah, there we go. I like the hats with the hair in them. Speaking of, I got something today. Not very excited about it, but it is a thing. Hang on, let me get this girl set up in her nice comfy hoodie. The comfy hoodie, comfy hoodie, comfy hoodie, comfy hoodie. While they're all saying the comfy hoodie, I got a Twitter cap. This is official licensed Twitter swag, by the way. In case you were wondering, it is Twitter swag. Twitter swag, right there. A bucket hat? What kind of hat did they call this? Anyway, I don't know when I'm ever gonna wear this. It barely fits on my head. I don't know. I guess they thought it was cool. I mean, you know, if I wanna look cool, like, hey, I'm on Twitter. Twitter cap. They sent it for free, so I cannot complain. I will not look a gift horse in the mouth. All right, now day 7, Star Wars Lego Advent Calendar. We're building a blue snow speeder, and I know this because Jedi did hers earlier today. Like I said, I got to brag. She's getting good with that brick. Let's see what we got here. Wait, where? This doesn't make any sense. How? Seriously, this does not make any sense. What? If Jedi could figure it out, I can. What is that, like a half circle? What is that? So, like, it's this. No. It's like a curved piece. Okay. Let me just do process of elimination here. Hate when this happens. You're impressed I know what day we're on? Thanks. I am too.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, how did you do this?
I don't know. I just.
What do you mean, I don't know? Like, you did it, and I'm having...
skill.
Did you have help, or did you do it on your own? Oh, man, see?
Did it on my own.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did it on my own.
Well, how did you do the front part? Was that the circle? Because it doesn't look like it's floating. Like, I thought it was going to float.
What?
The...
That's
Yeah, the snowy land speeder. Yeah, we're coming upon that day.
I feel like
A similar type of day, Liz. What, Jedi?
I feel like my nose.
You feel like your nose is bleeding.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I don't think it's bleeding. Check with the tissue. Here.
I just feel something wet. It's really wet.
Okay. Check.
Probably do it wet.
Okay, it's just snot. Just throw it in the trash and then make sure you wash your hands. Okay, so like this. Yeah, Wicket, it would have been almost a couple of years ago, Wicket. This would have been about the time. Okay, so that's this one. Okay, so I did this. Now, it looks like I've got to mount that.
Corey_C_Linda just resubscribed for 3 months. What's up, Chris?
Whoa, thank you, Corey. Really appreciate you doing that. Appreciate that. Helping me with the sub goal like that. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate the faith. Okay, wait. This does not make any sense. Oh! That's why this doesn't make any sense. I think. So, let's try it this way. I'm personally still pushing for adopting a new dog. But for that, you need everybody's buy-in, because it is a responsibility. But I kind of miss Pixie Lane on the bed.
What do you want to eat on my in my restaurant?
Whatever you're serving.
Okay.
Crap. Boy, I need smaller hands, I think. Okay, so that's that. Almost there. Okay, so then this goes. How does... Oh! Alright. Makes a lot more sense now. There we go. Did I do that right? think I did. Little land speeder. Snow land speeder. It's pretty nice. It's nice. Nice. Put the extra bricks there. Ho ho ho. Merry Sithmas. And what's your name? Loyal, you did the unthinkable. What do you mean?
Loyal
Sharing
Mrs. Cheered
333 bits?
X333. I did the unthinkable today,
That's
Chris.
not unthinkable. That's not awesome. Not awesome, which means it's awesome. By the way, everyone congratulate Loyal. He gets to apply
Loyal
for partner.
Mrs. Cheered X333. I went through self-checkout.
Always welcome that. It's an upgrade. Loyal has decided to become vegan. I think that's it. I think he has seen the light, and he's going to turn his farm into a sanctuary. No, I don't know. That's probably not it. Alright, here I am spreading wild rumors. See, I love these types of minifigures. This is exactly why I love the advent calendars. These unique minifigures. Give me more. Look at that. What is? Oh, is he got a churro? Is this a churro? With hot chocolate? Is that what that is? Churro?
3 Design Cheered X200.
Coffee. Thank you, 3 Designed, for the 200 bits. Appreciate that cheer. More than you know. I really genuinely do. So wait, Loyal says that he did something, and then he just disappears. You can't do that to someone. You do also. Hey, good to
Faceless
see you
Cheered
again. Glad you're here
X100.
today. It's true, I've become
Self-checkout
vegan,
is
yeah.
the worst.
Okay, Loyal,
Unless you're buying underwear.
I remain incredulous. It is a journey to get there. Self-checkout is the worst unless you're buying underwear. Thank you.
You had to pay.
Oh, well. Here is. Where is it? Hang on. Yeah, don't want to touch that. What'd I do? Oh, here. Here is one of the maker coins that Fix'em Dude made. So this is worth a lot of money, and it's in gold. So it's a lot of money. All right.
Wait, what's this?
The Nightmare Before Christmas ones. Careful, honey. Yeah. Got a hype train happening. Palpatine will join us if we get to a level 2. What? Yeah, honey. I need you to not reach while I'm trying to do things. Here, give me a second. Move this over here. No,
Eclipse Empire Cheered X100.
Thank you, Eclipse Empire. Appreciate that. It's not... Jedi, I need you to be patient. And I need you to move over there. Thank you. It's not as easy to maneuver this way. Now, if you wanted to play with these, there. Thank you. Alright, I don't think self-checkout's a problem, but I like self-checkout. It's easy. Thank you, Liz, for the 33. Pushing us into level 2. Yeah, what?
Free train.
Mm-mm.
Hey, who's this from?
The clown with the tearaway face. It's all Nightmare Before Christmas. It's all Nightmare Before Christmas.
Uncle Palpatine's coming. Wait, they're seeing you.
Yeah, I know. They see Palpatine getting ready. Excuse me, hon. I need you to move. You can play with those elsewhere. Yes, go, child. Keep them all together. There are 7 of them. We will take a pause.
Fix'em
7.
Dude just
Yes,
gifted
Fix'em
1
Dude,
sub.
thank you for giving out a sub, pushing us along the December sub goal. I suppose this view makes absolutely no sense at this moment. Give me a second. How do I need to... Is it here? Yeah, it can. The clown with the tearaway face. No, or the mayor. Is that the mayor?
Yeah, this is
the
the
mayor.
mayor.
Yes.
And then he turns into the dark.
He
It
does.
says hello, everyone.
Loyal
Yes.
Mrs. Cheered
We're going to have to listen to that
X333.
more.
But can we
As people shoot blasters. Thank you, Loyal, for the 333 bits. But wait a minute, what was the news? What?
Can we watch it as a family?
Yes.
Nightmare Before-
We
Tonight?
still have to watch the... I don't know if we're going to have enough time tonight. I still have to watch The Grinch with you. Still have to watch so many Christmas movies with you.
Can we do it tonight, please?
I don't know if we're going to have enough time.
That's my drawing.
Yes, I put it... Jedi, I've been putting your Hype Train drawing in the Hype Train since you drew it. I made you a part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor. Take her away. That's an inside Star Wars joke. Ordered Zeeks for the first time. Nice. I will not partake. Wait a minute, Loyal, you have to tell me. You have to tell me. Tell me, Loyal, or I will choke everybody who's watching right now. Tell me what did I not believe you did? What?
Well, I'll do it. I'll choke everybody.
You did self... Oh, he did self-checkout.
JX333.
Sorry.
I did self-checkout. That's the news.
Everyone who... So I'm gonna use the force on them because I'm on the bad side.
Okay.
Look,
What?
I'm a shirt.
Yes,
On the bad
dark side. It's a good one. Vader, the dark side of the Force.
On the dark side.
She's on the dark... I have converted her to the dark
You're
side of the
talking too
Force.
much.
No, I'm not. So, we have a... let's see here. I have to figure out, what did you self-check out? It wasn't so bad. Self-checkout is easy. You save so much time. People don't bother you. Oh, he's now a cashier. Well, congratulations for making that leap, Loyal. I'd imagine that's got to be a lot of fun. You get to meet a lot of people that way.
Can I use the force on them?
Yes. Oh, they're not doing anything. You see, they stopped chatting. So you shouldn't use the force on them. They stopped chatting. You bought vegan food. Oh, veggies and fruits. That's vegan food. Thank you, 3 Designed, for cheering another
3 Designed
180
cheered
beats.
X 180.
It's very appreciated. Oh, Papa Bear AZ. Shout out to Papa Bear AZ. And if we missed a shout out to Loyal Moses, you got Papa Bear AZ. You choked him. I like self-checkout. Apparently I'm the only one. It just doesn't bother me. All the people I wish wouldn't use self-checkout, the ones who move slow and have a ton of things. They go in with a massive... It should be like people who just have a handful of things and know what they're doing.
Dad?
What?
Emperor Palpatine?
What?
Can I play with... where are you gonna put these?
In the other room right now. With the other advent calendar things. But yes, after they have all been opened, they'll go in the bag, next to the bag of the Avengers pop. Little pop vital. Those things you have Avengers. You know how you have the Avengers ones? Of those? And you also will be getting the Harry Potter ones of those. When they're all open. I know. I'm opening them. But then we get to have them around. Yes, so you get to play with them. It's kind of like a little toy set of them. And what? Yes, that's what I'm saying. And the night before Christmas as well. Around here, they charge us for bags now. We don't even get a lower pricing, unfortunately. It's getting very hot in here. I don't know if it could be that the heat is on. The heat is on. That was an old song back in my day. The heat is on. Thank you everybody for participating in this hype train. Add points to all. 100,000 for getting out of the station. I am going to give you back to Chris. Yeah, you gotta be careful with them. Let me explain something. These, it's very delicate here. That could break. That could snap. So you gotta be, these are you understand what I'm saying? Not all of them turn. And they're very, very delicate and they can easily break. Okay. I'm just saying. Okay. They're hard to balance. Yeah, but I'm just saying you don't want to break them. Because I gotta know right away. Because that means that we can't play with them again. So you gotta be careful, Jedi. Do I have your word? You're gonna be careful with those? Okay, thank you. Don't throw them around. Don't baby handle them. There have to be parameters. Alright, hang on just a second. Ah, dang it. Come on. Go. Scroll back. There we go. There we go. Alright. Thank you for following Snuckbit. You just missed a little hype train. Very small, very short, but fun. And I get to turn off all the graphics now. Blue, blue. And go back to this view. Blue. Remember, you remember me. I was a YouTuber before YouTube. Yes, I was. Remember watching my channel and speak on tech stuff and gadgets. Yeah, yeah, I used to. And now, it's pretty much the community wants me to do vlogs. So I'm doing vlogs. And so, if you go over to YouTube, if you just do a chat command YT, Nerdy Curious, good to see ya. Coming along in the middle of the Advent Calendar unboxings. Shout out to Nerdy Curious, by the way. Here we got the Leaky Cauldron sign from the Harry Potter Advent Calendar. Wait, I guess this goes on top. There's the YouTube channel link. Actually, the second one, people do watch. It's where I'm putting the little advice videos. Although most of them are also going onto TikTok. Where today's got a lot of good comments. Getting a lot of good support over there. You can't say you're too old for TikTok, because I'm pushing 50 and I'm on TikTok and doing okay. Happily. Speaking of Advent calendars, you can use some chocolate real quick. Yeah. They don't make affordable vegan Advent calendars, unfortunately. Maybe one day. Alright, welcome to day 7. Here we have another girl and some presents. The one thing I'd like to try, at some point, hopefully I don't need that, because I don't think I'm going to find that again. Okay. Well, just shot off. Hey, Avaline, good to see you. Sounds like a business idea for next year. Yeah, you know, if I knew anything about distribution and supply chain, could probably pull it off. I just know it would be awfully boutique. You'd have to make it up in volume, and it would be very expensive. Some of your favorite people on TikTok were over 60. I will be in about 10 years. Okay, good. That was just an extra piece. Whew. I was sweating bullets for a second. I'm like, oh no. Here we go. Got a little girl, mini doll, and a couple of presents under the virtual tree with some extra pieces. All right. Move off. And last but not least, man, why am I having problems with this? The Funko Pop Advent Calendar for Harry Potter, Day 7. Ooh, Hagrid. The big one. There we go. Got a Hagrid. He's a heavy one. Oops. You're a wizard, Harry. Kind of wish that they all had this kind of girth. They'd be easier to stand, less top heavy than the other ones. Terribly difficult to balance. Tremendously difficult to balance, actually. Yeah. More girth. Girth Brooks. You're gonna go see Girth Brooks. Girth Brooks. He's bigger than Girth. He's Girth. Here's your Girth Brooks. So the only other, You're a wizard, Harry. Ow. Got boxes upon boxes of these things here. The only thing that I have here, any kind of activity. I was debating saving this for Saturday. What do you think? The wreath? Shouldn't take too long to do. It's only 510 pieces. I don't even know if we have a place to hang it here in any official capacity. Have to use one of those temporary hook things. Because the last thing you'd want is for this thing to fall. You know what I'm saying? Getting that to fall, you do not want a Lego set to fall, ever. It's like the worst sound ever. Oh, speaking of, Jedi and Diana completed the little gingerbread house that I thrifted. Should have asked her to bring it. 3 hours is the time to beat. That's fix him, dude. That's sorry, I knocked the table with my foot or knee. My weird foot. Hurricane Ida edition. Yeah, no. It was made with hurricane sugar. Kurt, huh? My house, hurricane sugar. Huh? The hurricane. Do you know why they call hurricanes, name hurricanes after girls? Because they're not himmicanes. Which one are you laughing at, Fix 'em, dude? Attempt was made. Oh, come on. Whew. Okay, we got bag numbers. Bag numbers are easy. 1, 2, 2. Okay, here, let's do this. Let's do bags 1 tonight. And then 2 and 3 taking us into, it's Tuesday already. Wow. They ruined my joke. I know they did, didn't they? Those bastards. I wonder, will the wreath fit in here after it's disassembled? I hope it does, and I think it does because they made it like an openable box. So it's got to be the container for the wreath to use every year. That's my guess. I need this. Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember, letter into your heart. I am not gonna bother to Noel. You know me. And Kurt, by the way, no need to ask. There's a brick separator. Brick separator. Second bag number 1. Yeah, I'm gonna Noel here. Okay, the brick. What the hell happened? Where did the camera go? What is going on? Why did it do that? Okay, everybody, I need you to clap your hands. If you don't want my camera to die, you gotta clap your hands. It's like a fairy. You gotta clap your hands. Clap your hands, man. Clap your hands, otherwise it's not coming back. The camera's died. Everyone clap your hands. I think only cheers and claps will bring it back. Cheers and claps will bring back the camera. I at least need claps. Thank you. Because otherwise we're just like stuck in limbo here. My God. Oh, there, it's back. Here's how I'm knolling. I'm going to put the group of this... those bricks are going to go over there. These bricks are going to go here. I'm going to check to make sure the bags are empty. Wrong clap. Oh my god! Oh my god, you didn't. I have a feeling I'm going to be doing one step and then repeating it ad infinitum. Okay, so I'm doing the base of the wreath today. Hey, Mighty Bean. Wait, I only have 2? Alright, this must be the hook, then. Or where the hook will go. Okay, so I'm going to have to repeat this one 15 times. So yeah, like I said, I had a feeling it was going to be something like this. A lot of repetition, which is fine. That means it'll go very, very fast. Okay, so that's going to get moved repair. So, any questions? Comments? Smart remarks? At all? Like, yeah. Go ahead. Do your worst! Here, see, I want it so you can see some of the bricks here. There we go. There, that looks more like a building thing. What's my favorite Indian food? I'm glad you asked. Saag paneer. Although it's been years since I had saag paneer. Haven't found a good vegan saag paneer, unfortunately. Okay, that's one. One. Okay, so start all over again. Gotta do it. Hopefully I remember to count as we get up. Pretty soon I'll be able to do these quickly without looking at the directions, but for now, there used to be a vegetarian joint around here, but vegetarian, not vegan, which was unfortunate. Wait, do all you who hate self-checkout also hate buffets? I like buffet. It's been a while. Definitely always overeat at buffets. Okay, so there's 1, 2. And do it all over again. Here we go. Repetition. Repete. Could I replace the paneer? I'd imagine. There's gotta be, I mean, some kind of vegan Indian place around here. That might be a fun little adventure to take for the vlog. Someplace we don't normally go to. I hate for all of our outings like that to be around food. It's just a lot. We're not doing I don't even know if we can cover the cost of something like that, like in doing it for a vlog, you know. We are getting new YouTube members joining, which is nice. I still have to update the channel trailer and images and all that crap. Okay, that's that one. 1, 2, 3. Flying by. Had a feeling it was going to be something like this, which is fine. Buffets are a melting pot for germs. Yeah, but they're fun. It's been a while since I've been to one. They don't really have a lot of vegan buffets. Just Phoebe buffets. Vegas buffets are fun. Oh, that's gambling with your health right there. Yeah. No. I had bad shellfish once. MX 4211, first time chat from the viewer. I love self-checkout. I always get something order-free because the scanner fails and they just give me the item. Oh, that's nice. It's like the lottery. Yeah, I've been just as lucky at times going through self-checkout, having a weird scanning issue or whatever. And, you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to complain, especially when the error is my favor. I'm like, okay, well, this is what it was. This is what the shelf said. Here's a picture. Doing mini hybrids at buffets with people serving you. Makes for less waste. Oh, I'd imagine. And Jedi has entered the screaming zone for the evening, I guess. They're screaming downstairs. Not in a bad way, but in a child way. Hey, Zero Cool. Tuesday's treating me well. This new Color OS, Oxygen OS, is horrible. Really? A lot of people don't like it. Hey, thank you for following Nelson FJ. Really? That's interesting. A lot of people don't like it at all. Wow. Not good. So far, you know, honestly, here's the problem. All the mobile operating systems right now are just not great. Not one of them has me interested. Not one. Not one. And I'm still waiting for the BUKF update to get pushed down to my Galaxy S21 Plus. I keep checking Reddit to see if any other unlocked users here in the US are getting it, because I'm not going to go to BUK 7 until I know for sure. There's not one OS, but out there it has me excited. Yeah, I know, dude. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Not okay with the direction of things right now. And so they're talking about like new hardware cycles. I'm like, what's the point? You should send me one of your old BlackBerry phones. No, you shouldn't. Don't do that. Don't do that. ColorOS has way too many gimmicks. It's useless. Ones at that. Oh, great. Can't wait. Are you sensing my sarcasm? Can't wait. Never got into the BlackBerry. Don't think I'm gonna start. Nothing I did nothing BlackBerry. Nothing. Oh, thank you, Hilsey. Is that here in Seattle? The vegan place that you're talking about? Sorry, I know we're jumping topics. Feel free to, you know, when I'm building, feel free to ask questions. It's the time. You've got my attention. As does I can multitask. Here I am, tasking. Doing more than one thing at a time, and doing it effectively. Haven't dropped the ball here. Or I've dropped plenty of bricks, though, that's for sure. Jumping from topic to topic. Making your head spin. Trying not to talk about the ending of last night's Succession, because, woo! What just happened? Like, is what just happened the thing I think that just happened? It is possible. So I'm going to send the OnePlus 9 back? Oh my god. You ordered Pixel 6 Pro? Oh, dude, the Pixel 6 Pro software is horrible. Compared to Samsung, it's horrible, dude. It is absolutely horrible. Android 12 was a massive step backwards. Just trust me, dude. If you didn't like anything, I like I said, I'm cautiously optimistic that things continue to get polished out as we reach the new release this coming year, because I'll be trying the OnePlus 10 And the S22, because I don't know if I could do a Pixel. I really don't. A couple of big things in succession. Yeah, Papa Bear, but do you think that what happened at the end of the episode is really kind of what happened? That's my question. Without, like, issuing spoilers, I'm like, whoa. That kind of doesn't surprise me, but kind of changes things, too. You like your Note 10 Plus? Well, for me, Darkest Nights, it's all about the software. We wish you a Lego Christmas. We wish you a Lego Christmas. We wish you a Lego Christmas and a happy brick year. So bring us another wreath. We'll do the second bag tomorrow. So don't sit there in sorrow. I don't think so. Have to wait and see. I think it's a good cliffhanger. I don't think they did it. There's no way. I mean, they could have done it, but, like, it makes sense. Chrome OS is decent, but it's not on a phone. There's no phone operating system right now that I think is great. They're all fine. I give every mobile operating system out there today a C. It's in the C range for different reasons. That's both Android and iOS, like everything. Problem is, when I get to Tuesday, like, I'm pretty much caught up on all my shows. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, only got a couple more. Flew through bag number 1. That doesn't surprise me, though. Repite. Did I disconnect yesterday? Yeah, I had massive problems. Bandwidth was just crappy. Can y'all hear Jedi with this microphone? Can you hear her right now? She's, like, shrieking. They keep dozens of tabs open on their browsers. Am I the only one who's, like, not a purist? What's the right word for it? I guess I don't keep a lot of tabs open at any given time. I have my basic tabs that I need to get to at a moment's notice, but beyond that, not so much. You can hear the screaming? Oh man, I knew she was being loud. What's it take to build an OS for your phone? A lot. Someone asked, I think I saw it scroll back earlier, like, you know, why not design your own? It's not for me to do. Like, I'm not an expert in that. There used to be experts in that, but I don't know what happened to them. They got different jobs somewhere else, different priorities. I don't know. I'm not saying it was easy. I'm just saying it's happened before. This is not a problem that has not already been solved. It's a matter of priorities. It's a matter of budgets. It's a matter of people. I don't know. In my mind, if they just focus on the software experience, they'd be great. All the hardware would be great. But right now, I'm like, I can't see the hardware because I can't look past the software. XDA is still a thing. Yeah, Papa Bear. Hillsy says the number of Safari windows open on my iPhone is frightening. Yeah, I on my mobile browser, I don't keep track. I'm just like, okay, it is what it is. Yeah, the mobile browser is the one thing that I don't manage tabs on, but my desktop I manage tabs on. Not because of resources, it's just easier to deal with. But mobile, I just assume until it tells me, hey, you've got 100 tabs open or whatever, then I just keep them all open. Uh-oh, an ad is about to start in about 4 or 5 minutes. If you don't want to see the ad, you can become a sub if you're not already, or you can easily use your Prime sub Maybe you'll be lucky and someone will gift you a sub. That can happen. That happens a lot around here. Gifted subs. So, yeah, the ad is going to start in another 3 or so minutes. FYI. That is 15. And that's... Wow, that's bag number 1. Wait a minute. 15 or 16? 15x. But why do I have... Why do I have an extra one? Oh, because I missed a page. That makes sense. On this first one. Yeah, I saw the Boba Fett Starship on Shop Disney. Big fan. Thank you. Wow, really? Got an extra yellow? That just doesn't seem right. But I guess it is. I got an extra yellow brick. Dun, dun, dun. Weird. Okay. Now I connect them. Connect the dots. La 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 la. Connect the snots. La 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 la. Your roommate complains about her phone slowing down. When I look at the site, SD card full of 200 tabs. Oh my god, that's... a lot of people don't manage that stuff, but that's not the phone's fault. Or, I'm sorry, that's not the, uh-oh. Oh. This has got to go the other way. Or does it matter? Okay. It does. This is where I need a brick separator. I need to reverse these. Oops. Gonna go as far as I can go. Dang it. Well, here I thought I was going to be expedient. That did not happen. Oops. Okay, so it's going to go this way. Because ultimately, it doesn't matter how they connect, just so long as they connect. Oh, nope. Yep. Do that one. Did I see the new Star Wars key? Which one? The Santa Grogu one, or the? Unless it was just released. If you linked it, give me a second. Oh, the Book of Boba Fett collectible key. I did not. Nice. Yeah, but see, the problem with the Disney, Shop Disney stuff is that you need, like, you can't easily get free shipping. And, the one thing that I needed to get, they were out. So the inventory was out. Brick and Nick here on Twitch is doing a mock of the PS5, which is crazy. Not only have I started the 3rd season of Lost in Space, Avaline, I've finished it, and it was awesome. I thought it was a fitting end to a great series. I had forgotten a lot of what happened before, but no, it was great. There's not much more I would want from the series. I think they ended it the right way in terms of the 3rd season. I just wish it would have gone on for like 2 more seasons or something. You know, the 3rd season just didn't seem like it would be enough. You're open to start watching today, Avaline. If you like the first 2 seasons, I think the 3rd one was the best. From everything I can remember, the 3rd one seems to have stood out the most. Not just because they wrapped things up. Everything was done well. Everything. Would you rather have your wife make a candy corn pie for Christmas dinner or have candy corn ice cream for Christmas dinner? Candy corn ice cream. Marcus says, yeah, I finished the 3rd one the other day. I thought it was good. I would have loved to see another season. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why they wrapped it, apart from the children are getting older. But, you know, I guess that would have been, you know, part of the charm. Oh, did I screw that up? I must have. This did not need to be flipped. Gamer says, too many good shows that get ended too early. That's what I'm saying, dude. HBO Max has got a couple of them that that look like they might be decent, depending, you know, again, on the premise or the show's premise. Thank you for following Bale. Or Bailey? Bailey? There we go. We've got the foundations of a wreath. It's the foundations of a wreath. The beginnings of a wreath that will finish in a couple days. Yes, Amish Ace. Shout out to you. Shout out to Amish Ace, another brick streamer here on the Twitches. I started this tonight. I'm going to be doing we got an Aziz Light, and I will get to that. I'll get to the Aziz Light as soon as the Thank you for freezing and unfreezing me. Who the hell is texting me in the middle of the broadcast? Oh, thank you, Liz. I was already frozen. Liz is just making sure. Liz did not want me to miss a freeze. Okay, miss a freeze. So tomorrow I will do bags number 2. And then on the 3rd day, I will do the 3rd bag. Put that back in the box for now. It was an easy, almost went too fast. I could have done that. I could have done this very fast. That's an easy set for me to fly through. Almost too easy. There we go. Couldn't figure out what was going on with that. Let's do this. It's a much better view, right? Full view. Well, I guess now the big thing that we're doing is keeping an eye on the print. That is the action. That is the activity. I don't even feel my facial hair anymore, by the way. Which is not a bad thing. Ah. Oh, we got a charades. Okay. We got a charades. We have a charades. We have a charades. We have a charades. Oh, and another one. Great. They haven't even given me the first one. All right. Let's go. Here we go. We're getting ready for charades. Here we go. Oh, this is going to be a tricky one, I guess. Sling Blade? Mm-hmm. Tech Talk's getting closer. Darkest Nights is very close. Narf Chunks got it. Mars attacks. How is that going to do Mars? Attacks or as I'm going dack, 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 dack. I have a Mars attacks 5 POA figure. Good job, Narf Chunks. Y'all were close. Dark Toy Lord was pretty close with Space Invaders. Like, very close. Incredibly close. Like, so freaking close. You upgraded for your printer. Tracking says delivered but a no-show from USPS. Call local office and say they would work on it. Oh man, Dark is nice. That sucks. That sucks when that happens. Okay, now I've got okay, this is the second charades. That was redeemed. Oh man. Okay. Restarted got it. Narf Chunk got the Who. And then Restarted got the, got it. Who's the boss? It's like, how am I going to do boss? I figured I could do Hugh. We are Hugh. Wait, or what did he say? We are Hugh or I am Hugh? It's been so long since I've seen that episode. I don't think the next episode of Star Trek comes along till tomorrow. So anyway, I was saying, I don't feel my facial hair anymore. Like, in terms of, like, it annoying me. So, I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't annoy me, but it's just, it's there. So the goatee is, like, not, but it still feels like it's uneven. It looks fine. It looks better. It looks a little thicker than it was. But, I may continue to keep it, the goatee, for now. I don't know. It may get to the point where I'm shaving the rest of the stubble. And then I'm like, just slip, and then it's just, this is gone. So one night I may show up and I'll be back to just a stash in the soul patch. I think the soul patch will stay in the stash. But this may go. This may go. Sorry about that. Thank you, Aveline. I appreciate you liking the goatee. I'm evil Chris. I'm Bizarro Chris. I'm the Chris of Christmas past. I know I'm the Chris of Christmas future. Again, this is Queel. Queel, I have printed. Like I said, I hope I should have enough filament for that dragon. Oh, she did. She took off with that gold coin. I was not expecting her to take off with it, but she did. Gonna have to ask her for it. Unless she moved it somewhere, I just don't see it. It's about an hour 13 left on the print. Ah. Oh, Liz is asking. Okay. Liz is asking if I'm going to build the candles. Possibly. I don't know if that's in the immediate plan. We don't really use the candles. We don't really do Advent wreaths. Jedi's teachers tend to not be very well organized. I look more like Doctor Strange. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. I will totally be a Benedict Cumberbatch. I will be fine with that. I'd rather look like Doctor Strange than Peter Parker. Me personally. Didn't Iron Man? Didn't Tony Stark have a goatee too? Didn't he have one? It's weird. I don't. Like I said, it's there, but then to the Dicked Cucumber Patch, something like that. That's how Siri would translate it. If you were talking out loud, it wouldn't know what to do with it. What'd he say? Siri only exists, I think, just so Google can say they have competition. I think Google pays for Siri to be around, just like they pay for Bixby, which is really bad. If you think Siri's bad, Bixby's even worse. Better than looking like Strange Peter, no doubt. It sounds like the name of a band, Strange Peter. Yo, dude, we're gonna go see Strange Peter tonight. Yeah, front row seats. Woo! Bixby is Samsung owned and created. Yes, I do know that, and it is hot garbage, absolute trash. I can't turn it off on my watch, unfortunately, because they haven't rolled out Google Assistant on the watch yet. And so I'm like, it's okay. I've used it for basics like timer or whatever, but even that Bixby screws up. Like, dude, if your digital assistant can't even doesn't even know how to set a timer correctly, unless you say the right thing the right way, like, you can't say set my timer. You just have to say set timer. You can't say my. Not on your watch. Fix 'em, dude. Do you even have a watch? I challenge you. Do you have a watch? You might very well have a watch. You could have a watch. But do you? Oh, we need to do this. Okie dokie. Oh, there we go. Alright, so now I got Jedi enrolled in all of her classes. How's my heart palpitations? Oh, Avaline, thank you for asking. Appreciate you checking in on that. Not everybody asks. Today it was I seem to have had them. I mean, Watch didn't pick him up, and I didn't even run an EKG because every time I do, it's just like, you're normal. I'm like, great. But now that, I mean, I've been to a cardiologist. He didn't detect anything. My arteries are as clog-free as possible. 0 calcium score. Nothing that out of the ordinary for someone my age. So it's my soft plaque in my neck is looking great. It doesn't really exist apart from possible buildup where they say it usually happens at this age, you know, around where I guess the artery shoots off or where the carotids. Normal wear and tear, really. Nothing to be concerned about. So, if the experts are saying that I don't have to be concerned about that kind of thing, then the only thing I feel like I need to do is, and I emailed my doctor tonight to talk about, I want to ask about a couple things that I have. I got this thing on my skin. I don't know what that is. It's just discoloration. I just want to get it checked out by someone who might know. It may have been there for a while. I don't know. I've also got like and I've had them for a couple years, and they haven't changed necessarily. But like this, where is it now? Like this, it's like a blood vessel that burst, and it hadn't healed. And then I had thought somewhere else, and it seems to have healed. So weird. It's candy corn poisoning. That would not surprise me. Thank you for following Hot Rod Bubba. But today I felt fluttery. I think for the lack of a better word, fluttery. And I was careful about it. And so I've asked my doctor, basically, I want to look into possibly doing some kind of anxiety, a long-term anxiety medication, because these panic attacks just strike out of the blue. It's being an adult. It's having the burden of being the breadwinner and being in a high-pressure job, and, you know, having life stressors thrown at me. It's not easy. I may make it look easy, but it's not easy. I do the Twitch thing to unwind, right? I do the Twitch thing because this is not stressful. I do the Twitch thing because it gives me a chance to have fun, to enjoy myself, to feel productive. That's not connected to my job. So yeah, Avaline, I believe it's stress. It's being an adult, and I can handle it. But it's not. It has not been easy. I'll say that. It has not been easy. Nothing about this has been easy. Nothing has been easy at all. And not that it couldn't be easy, because it could. But there are a lot of factors that are very unfortunate that I have tried to work around and tried to find solutions for. It's not because I haven't at all. It just hasn't happened. It's called life, and you have to deal with it. It's a problem when you're trying to work towards a solution so you don't continue to run into the problem, but inevitably you have to deal with other people. You have to deal with other people. And you can't control other people. You can only control what you do with other people. And so you do your best to accommodate the problems that you're thrust into. That's life. And so it is what it is. I don't think it's the extraneous, any kind of extraneous activity that I otherwise couldn't handle. I mean, doing the vlog really isn't stressful. Getting, recording something that Jedi might be doing, not that challenging at all. I don't think it's the holidays. This has happened long before. It's just making sure things are getting taken care of. I am responsible. I am responsible. So that's that. Happens to you a lot. All of a sudden, you'd feel like that. You're totally right. It's being an adult. Avaline, when you have a job and you potentially have to support a family, you know how it goes. It's not easy to do. And so all the impediments that are thrown up at you make it that much more difficult. That much more difficult. Exactly. We have to keep readjusting oneself because you can't control others. Well, I learned to just, work around the problems by avoiding them in terms of not having them happen. Just not experiencing the problem in the first place. Taking care of it before it becomes a problem. You got to do what you got to do until you can do what you want to do. Exactly, Stanley Fresh. Very wise. Stress is the #1 killer. Watch yourself, Chris. Well, Lestat, the good news is I've been measuring... My heart is ticking. The cardiologist, now that I have one, my cardiologist is okay. He was happy. He's like, dude, at your age, you're doing very well. So I understand stress is the #1 killer. So I do whatever I can to minimize that. Unfortunately, I still have to deal with certain people. And I'm not naming names. I'm not saying it's all job related. It's just, it's life. It's being an adult and feeling a certain way. I've said that before, Stanley Fresh too. Well, in a certain way, I've said, you got to do what you got to do what you got to take care of what you need to do in order to do what you want to do. Something like that. Yeah. Not until you can do what you want to do, but like to do what you want to do, you have to do what you need to do. I believe that. And a large part of that is, making sure everything's covered. Because I'm like I said, I'm the responsible party for making sure needs are met. That's it. Taking care of yourself is a full-time job. Taking care of a family like that, it exacerbates the problem, because not only do you have to watch out for yourself, but you have to watch out for them too. Which, that's not something that I take lightly. I do not take any of my responsibilities lightly. Like when there's a task that has to be done, it's got to get done. I ain't messing around. It's just got to. That's it. Period. End of story. It's got to get done. Thank you for following PG name? Pig name? Can I call you pig name? PG name? The day, I would say, was normal. It was a very normal day. It was so normal. It was funny how normal it was. Very normal. Extremely normal. So normal. Shout out to Ceniup. Call you anything? Can do. Shout out to Ceniup76. Hey, Boplay. Good to see you, virtually. It was a very, extremely normal day. Nice to have an ordinary day? Sure. Let's go with that. Let's go ahead and go with ordinary. Some call you PG name. Fair enough. Most people just call me Chris. No matter what, they just call me Chris. Sometimes you have to run things at home like a business. Nomi3, you're not far from the truth. Things have got to get done. Things just have to be done. Dishes are always going to need to be done, put away. Food is always going to have to be attained and potentially prepared. Floors are always going to need to be cleared. Other, tasks, meetings, appointments, schedules, all those things have to be done. Someone's got to manage them. Someone. So you do your best to share those responsibilities. I do believe that Jedi's ready for chores. I believe that. And I was very I was very hopeful when this weekend she asked if she could help me break down the boxes in the garage. And I said, yeah, absolutely. Even though I did not need her help. I mean, I could have plowed through it easy. Well, yeah, anything I can do to invite her to help out with something, then yeah, I'm gonna do it. It reminds me of the old song "Adulting." Oh, Lestat, I need to hear that. Jedi did not do an OOTD day today. She did not. Paperwork, paying bills, etc. Yeah, it adds up, Nomi3. You know, the more adult things you have to do, the more adulting you do. But all the more reason that, you know, hey, I've earned the things that I get to enjoy. You know, the Star Wars figures, the Lego sets, all these things. They didn't float out of nowhere. No one just handed them to me. I didn't get a lot handed to me. I do believe in certain things happening, but I'm you know, in terms of what I had, started out in debt, like many people, and worked my way out on my own volition. Built a business that, let me put it this way, was successful enough to get me this far. So, and the fact that I'm able to do Twitch, right, the way I do it, and getting subs, you know, getting subs and the cheers from the community, is great. You know, it makes it, you know, it further offsets costs. It's fun to do. I've gained new friends out of this. Like I can't even count how many friends I have. I feel like at a moment's notice, just from the people I've met this year alone, I could call up Krusty and talk to him. I feel we could hang out. I feel if we lived closer, you know, we could, you know, go out, right? I feel I could do the same thing with Loyal. You know, if we lived closer and we had those types of activities. You know, I feel like, you know, those types of people that I've connected with, you know, have been, you've been amazing supporters of a lot of the stuff that I've done. But I mean, just this year alone, not including, like, you know, Liz, being able to count on her. You know, those are the people that you know are your friends, the people that you can count on, the people that you can rely upon, the people who aren't just, you know, gonna ghost you at any opportunity. If you ghost someone, you're not their friend and they're not yours. That was hilarious when Jedi asked me to do the OOTD. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, PG name. It is an expensive hobby. I do have some on my wish list, though. You know, I pick up a lot of them on sale. I did not get the wreath on sale because I figured it was seasonal. I'm like, well, we don't have a wreath, and we're kind of into Lego here, so why not? The older you get, the more expensive the toys. Somewhat. Yeah, I can't say that. I'm not into cars. So I'm not into the big stuff. I'm not into the gadget stuff as much either. The very large paper holder AT-AT. Yeah, that's way too... I could not justify that cost. I love the AT-AT. I love the Imperial Walker. Love. In fact, I've got here in the play shop, I've got a few of the smaller Imperial Walkers over there. So yeah, in fact, that's, if I had a favorite Star Wars vehicle, that would probably be it. And the funny thing is I did not have the Walker as a kid. The ad's going to be starting in another 15 seconds. If you don't want to see ads, you can become a sub. Maybe you'll get lucky. Someone will gift you a sub. You can even use your Prime sub in this channel if you are so inclined. That's just a little warning before it automatically starts. Yeah, PG name. I can't imagine trying to display that. I wouldn't know where it was going to go. I just can't justify that cost. I'm motivated by minifigures, though. Chris, you changed my whole year because without you calling me over on Twitch, I wouldn't have found so many new friends. That's pretty cool, dude. That's cool, Aveline. I'm glad. You know, I'm trying my best, and I guess I've done this in loose ways over the years, but like this last year, pushing myself to do a live stream every day has been fruitful. It has been fruitful. It's better than just sitting around lying in bed watching stuff, you know, watching the world pass you by, you know, watching your days just float away. You know, I feel that I've accomplished a lot this year, a lot more than most who decided to do nothing. And it's their choice, their life. You can't tell them what to do. Like, all right, I wanted to do something, and look at that, I was successful. I would rather be successful at doing something than being successful at doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Or not even trying in the first place. Hey, what's up? There's your OTD. Avaline, I think it was. Hey, what'd you do with the other coin? I'm trying to keep them together. The other one?
I can have it.
You can have it. Here, do you want all of them then? It's a collection. What's squeaking? Something's squeaking. What is that? Oh, Jedi's talking to someone on a computer. I was like, what's squeaking? Someone is like, Jedi? Jedi? Jedi will call people and then walk away, I think. This is the most I've been on Twitch in years, not since Matt Phillies Pimp My Setup was on Twitch. He was here briefly, then it disappeared. Seriously need applause for sticking to what you decided to do. Avaline, you know, I don't just talk the talk, I try to walk the walk. For real. Anything that I put out there, like on TikTok, the TikTok videos, or, you know, they're on YouTube, you see them there, and you see them on Twitter. Those brief little, what would you call them? It's like, not really motivational, inspirational advice videos. Yeah, my advice videos, my advice clips, right? That are there, and then they're also on the secondary YouTube channel. Yeah, I guess you'd call them advice clips. I write them, or I find them, and I'm like, okay, does this apply to me? How do I feel about that? How should, you know, what's the perspective that I'm sharing? Is this true to me? Is this something that I try to adhere to? Is this something that I believe? And you know, inevitably, advice can be twisted, and someone can say, oh, you blah, 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 blah. I'm like, well, here's the context under this, right? You can't just take something outside of context. But it's funny how many replies I've seen on TikTok. Like, one today, this was hang on just a second. Today's I thought was a pretty good one. And I'm getting now on TikTok, having started just a few months ago, and working my way up basically from scratch, 1,400 followers. So that's not, I'm not going to make a goal of getting to 2,000 followers. That's bad. You never want to set goals for yourself contingent on other people. Ever. Don't ever do that. It's the surefire way of failing. So the goal that I would want to do is like, all right, let me just keep doing this. You know, let me see where it goes. You know, most of those people have no idea who I am, meaning they don't know me apart from having watched my videos on TikTok. Let me hit pause here. One person says, Miss Brown Sugar said, oh my god, this is the best explanation ever. Yes. And then another one said, they have friendships. Okay, so like what I was talking about. So here's, can you hear it? I don't know if you can hear it. Yeah, you're gonna have to, hang on. Give me a second. I'm just gonna play it on my phone. Because it's just easier, because then I can hold it up to the speaker.
Your vulnerabilities. When a person weaponizes your vulnerabilities, they're destroying any possibility of maintaining a relationship with you. These people don't have many friendships, if any at all. They don't know what it takes to work for anything bigger than themselves. If someone continuously treats you like their enemy, they'll never see you as anything else. When a person weaponizes...
So that was a good one. I felt it was a good one. And I'm not alone. So they said this I thought was interesting. They have friendships. They're called toxic codependencies. So I'm like, whoa, dude. They have friendships. They're called toxic codependencies. And another person comes in. Oh no, you didn't just make me face my reality. Oh no. Spanish Inquisition says, so well articulated, which is awesome. Clumsy Central said, you're right. However, on the part when someone sees you as their enemy, that is dependent on the situation, on how it came to be. Did they see you as, and then it continues, and they say competition, or two of you, you know, it basically, like I said, everything is contingent on the situation. Everything. Like, you can't just take that as, like, independent of, it's all contextual. You can't just take something someone says and apply it to everything. That's not really applying your own critical thinking skills. Part of critical thinking is taking things in context. And if you're not processing that way, you're missing out on nuance. You're taking a statement out of context and making broad brushstrokes and winding up destroying communication instead of enabling it. Take things in context. You're not on. Yeah, you're not on TikTok. That's fine. I post them everywhere. So watching them on Instagram works too. Frenemies? Yeah, I kind of like frenemies. Not really frenemies, but close. That is spot on for someone I thought was a friend for many years. I'm sorry to hear that, Papa Bear. And Aveline, thank you for sharing the videos, the advice videos with your friends. I'm glad they appreciate them. Everything I say has to be taken in context, right? Or you need to take it in context to, okay, does this apply to something you know? Does it apply, did you not realize it? Or is it something that you need to be aware of, right? So, I can sit here and say it's important to not just talk the talk, you gotta walk the walk. That's why when I set a goal for myself, I know I have an idea of what it's going to take to accomplish. And I think the goal I'm going to make for myself in 2022 is by the end of the year, I'm giving myself a year to build some kind of course on how to do live streaming. And I don't mean your OBS thing has to be this or your OBS thing has to be that, but more like the evergreen stuff. Like, okay, keep in mind that when you're live streaming, you're intending on doing this for an audience. So don't just talk, for yourself, but interact with them. So many people fail because they stream, but they don't pay attention to chat. They don't do everything they can to pay attention to chat. Everything is going to, so like tips on building your live stream, tips on, the things that, can be, those things can be taken 2 years from now, it'll be just as valid. I don't want to get at this point locked into OBS version 26 or OBS version 27. So I thought I'm going to work on a course that will take, I don't know how many lessons, how many little videos I'm going to do, but the idea would be I need to outline it, I need to structure it, and then I need to shoot it, then I need to build the package around it, and then I need to market it. But I just want to try to launch it. I just want to try to get it done. So that if people are saying, oh, I need to get started on Twitch or YouTube, they could get the course. Like, yeah, just take the course. And I haven't figured out pricing, right? Like, and I'm thinking of making it like very reasonable, like $25, $25, right? It's accessible, right? If you're not willing to spend the money to improve yourself, then it's not worth it. Like, I'm not going to give it away. I wouldn't give that part away for free. But my hope would be that, if people were looking for specific advice, I'm like, well, if you're looking for some specifics, feel free to join me in my live stream, right? Feel free to join me in my next live stream. It's easy to do. Because certain people need certain advice. They have a certain problem they're trying to take care of. And then basically build a simple course, however long it needs to be, and then making it reasonable, putting it on one platform or another. That I haven't thought through. But to at least, I just want to be able to do it so that I'm not just sitting around thinking, well, everybody else has done it, and I've tried things like that before. I have. And back in the day it worked well, but in the recent years it did not necessarily work well. So I'm going to try to get something done before the end of the year. That's the goal. So if one person buys it, well, it was better than not doing it at all. But I don't necessarily have an audience of people that have turned to me for that kind of help. So it's in many ways kind of starting from scratch. But it's just, the more I put it out there that I've done it, the better. I'm not sure if I have the background for doing something like on 3D printing, right? I'm not. There's a lot that I don't know. Too much that I don't know. Live streaming, I feel I can handle. Live streaming, I feel is easy enough. Might even, if it works out well, potentially do a second formulaic course on how to be, a creator, or how to be an entrepreneur, or how to be, a father. Things that I understand very well. Like, You remember I was talking about in the stream, any knowledge about this world would be a blessing. I'd hope so, Avaline, because it is my hope that you'll stream too. I think you've got a talent for art, Avaline, so you would fit in very well here. Very well. And you have no problem interacting with people, at least this way, in chat. It's a different story when you're interacting in video. It is a slightly different stress, but it's not scary. You get used to it. Yay, more streams. Yes. So it's my plan to continue this New Year's resolution indefinitely. I feel that this year coming back to live streams was overdue. I'm going to make a New Year's resolution to build a course on how to start streaming, and a New Year's resolution to do, and I don't know if this is going to continue past next year, to do at least a weekly vlog on the YouTube channel. So Jedi's into it. Jedi enjoys it. She wants more food. That's her thing. I mean, she doesn't have much else, you know, but we just have to be careful about how much food we give her, you know. We still got to be responsible and not just feed her whatever, whenever. You got to be calculated with that stuff. So yeah, the vlog, people seem to be liking. And I mean, it's not, I knew that it wasn't going to be like, you know, people are going to come back in droves. This is just not how YouTube works. But I think Jedi has been enjoying them. And so if my focus is to help build those memories for Jedi, then I feel I will have done everything, right, that I needed to do. So I'm not going to make a promise past that year, because it takes time. You got to record it, you got to dump it, you got to edit it, you got to process it. That takes time. Hey, Alberta 3D. Shout out to Alberta 3D. I am printing a quill from the Mandalorian series it's a not advent calendar. Someone did a nativity of the Mandalorian characters, so they're Mando characters. No problem. Happy to shout out any Twitch streamers who are in there, who are out there. This is, I had mentioned this earlier. Hey, Project DNA. Good to see. Did I say Project? Sorry, meant Prophet DNA. Prophet DNA, another streamer, so shout out to you. You missed all the Lego fun for the day. I've been going through advent calendars every day. We're now on day 7 and started to build day 1 of the Lego wreath today. We'll finish over the course of the next couple days. I spread it out that way. Pretty easy to do. I don't do like a lot of brick streamers, right? Like a lot of brick streamers, you'll start to do something and they'll chat and then lose concentration. No, I'm all about like, I plow through it. Like, this is my task, this is what I'm doing, I'm gonna get it done. Avalines says, I think Jedi has more confidence than me in this. Well, to be fair, I believe she gets that from me. I think she's more natural in front of the camera. She's growing up with it. She's seeing how people deal with the camera. She's you know, she's very forward in that sense, but you can build that confidence. You can. It takes time. It's not easy for everybody, but it takes time. I think if you're self-conscious and you don't have much self-confidence, then that's something I'm not saying you don't, but like, you've got to have that confidence to be able to do it. And it takes a certain strength, and it takes a certain bravery, and certain people are willing to face that, other people aren't. Live streaming isn't for everybody. For sure. It is not. I mean, I wish it was. I think there are people who do very well with it, because to me, it's not a stress. Prophet DNA, exactly. Let's build and get her done. Come on. Papa Bear AZ says, I hope to get more consistent next year and chase that one elusive goal. Do it! What are you waiting for? Kurt says, watch some of my early YouTube comment versus more of my recent videos. Takes a lot to be confident in front of a camera. My number one recommendation for being confident in front of a camera is treat it like a person. Seriously. That's how you make friends. That's how you connect with other people. Right? You know, just being passive about it is not it's not enough. You got to treat this object, this digital object, like a person. And in many ways, you get that feedback indirectly through chat. Papa Bear AZ suggests putting googly eyes on camera. Some people have done that. I have not. I've never needed anything like that. I never needed to anthropomorphize physical objects to see them as tools, as a gateway to connecting with other people. You're building up on it. Avaline, man, you know what you want. Only you know what you want, and only you're going to be able to get it, right? I'm just saying, you have a talent that I think other people would enjoy. And by the way, did we shout out Papa Bear? Just making sure. I hate accidentally skipping people who I know are streamers here on Twitch. Like a person, I've been in your place for hours now. You never offered me a beverage. I'm sorry, Mighty Bean. I don't drink many things. Water, Ticino. That's about it. That's the beginning and the end of my my beverage drinkings around here anymore. Now that I had to give up coffee, I haven't even like wine and beer. I had wine a few weeks ago. I had an episode actually, but it was also during the time that I was eating flaxseed. And the flaxseed caused problems with me. I'm not joking. My blood pressure is low anyway. My blood pressure was low anyway. So my feeling is, it lowered it even more. And haven't had those type of episodes since cutting off the flaxseed. So that was troubleshooting. My heart is so healthy, I'm not at risk of high blood pressure, but low blood pressure. It's a good problem to have. I'd rather have problems with low blood pressure than high blood pressure. Stress can bring you high blood pressure, but even then. Stay Alive 7 says, just purchased CR10 Pro V2. Super excited to do more printing. Loving the hobby. Can't wait to print more Star Wars stuff. Yes! Stay Alive 7. You have to tell me when you find new Star Wars models. Because I am interested. I am interested. TikTok leggings? Do such a thing exist? Prophet DNA. Do they exist? See, you gotta know what motivates you, right? I mean, I only got into the mini pops because number one, they're a little more affordable than the maxi pops, like the regular pop vinyl, but like the advent calendars, because like Jedi was playing, she went right away to the Nightmare Before Christmas figurines, right? It's a set of mini figurines that they really, in the grand scheme of things, don't cost that much. But like, the reason I love Lego, I mean, yeah, it's a system and you get to build and creative and everything, but the minifigures, like I am motivated. I was talking to It's the Jang the other day when he popped into, I was in his chat, and he's more interested in the sets, the building, and I'm like, nah, to me, it's all about the minifigures. So the reason I love the advent calendars is because, you know, I love getting the unique minifigures. I know my motivation. I love the brick. I love playing with Lego bricks. I love building. I love the experience of building, right? You know, something simple like this we'll be able to use again. But honestly, it's all about, you know, getting a Black Widow or is that a Hawkeye? A Spider-Man, Thanos, right? The Iron Man snowman doesn't really count. That's not a minifigure. Interesting thing. But anyway, so getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minifigures that you can't otherwise get, right? An Iron Man with an ugly Christmas sweater. Love it. I don't know if the Hawkeye is unique yet. Spider-Man's unique. Love it. Thanos, I can't tell is unique. But it's like, that is ultimately, like the Star Wars one. It's all about the custom Grogu or the custom Mando, right? So custom Mando with a scarf. Custom Grogu, a tiny body. So that's the win for me, right there. Those are the wins. Those are the big wins for me. More protein? Oh, dude, I do not need more protein. I eat like a huge bowl of beans every day. I make my own beans. Well, I don't grow my own beans, but I make them, right? Not that hard to do in an Instant Pot. Just pour them in. I figure, you know, I've got my routine. I got my formula. So, it's good. It's all good. It's easy. And I like beans. I enjoy beans. Get plenty of protein that way. I haven't had ginger in a while. I do enjoy ginger. Not, well, I guess ginger chews. I like ginger chews. Love Instant Pots, makes meals so easy. Pretty much. At this point, I'm only using it for beans. The advent calendars are good for the figures. They are. I just wish they were more, like, I only got the Friends one this year because I have some mini dolls, not all of them. Jedi's got way more, most of them from thrifting. But they were like the super small ones. I'm like, okay, those are unique. I don't have them, so I got my own. You know, wait until they go on sale and then I buy them. It's the magical fruit. It is. Beans. Oh yeah. Love me the beans. Seriously, I'm still trying to find a better fiber regimen. So I have to drink more water. I have to be more conscious about drinking more water. So I'm working my way up. This was my second cup today. I need to have another cup here before bed. The problem is that then you have to urinate a lot. This was like, oh my god. But I need the water in order for the fiber that I eat. I need, you know, the water, because otherwise it's a problem. So I learned. Wow. Ah. Gallon a day? I can't do a gallon a day. I don't think I could. That'd be too much. Loyal had he had tweeted the picture of him at self-checkout. I probably need to clarify that quote tweet, huh? He was checking out with the apples and it's like a fruit, those fruit candies had been discontinued. How much time's left for the print? Oh, about a half hour or so. I'm not sure if we're even going to be still streaming here within the next half hour. It all depends on chat. Because like I said, I get through the things that I want to get through, and it's kind of like, oh, let's just see where it goes. Let's see where the conversation leads. There we go. Got my quote tweet in. Thank you for the posture, Alberta 3D. I'm sitting about as straight as I can, though. If I posture anymore, my spine will shoot straight out of my ass. And honestly, I know that would be great Twitch, but like I'm not interested in doing that. Like I can't. I am getting a. Yeah, I guess it's tomorrow. No, seriously, little stat. You don't want to see that. Next ad's going to be starting in another 3 minutes or so. Subs don't see the ads, so maybe someone will gift you one. You can convert your Prime subscription. You've got options. It's basically set it and forget it kind of thing. Super 7 released Series 2 of the SpongeBob SquarePants figures, but they were not that impressive to me. They're SpongeBob variants, and like, I would rather have seen a squirrel or other characters, like unique characters. How much of the whole nativity scene do I have? Pretty much all of them, minus after Queel. I'm going to be doing Luke, so Luke tomorrow. Luke out for Luke, and I think Luke may be, now that he's fixed all the characters, Luke may be the last one. I feel horrible, because, I mean, I wasted some filament, but Alright, thank you for that clip, CNEUP. It's a good one to tweet. Posture is important. Good posture is critical. How about that? Yeah? Good posture is critical? Thank you. Ah. And there's the clip in chat. What Star Wars action figures do you want to see next year? Oh, I'm glad that you asked. All of them, yes. Today, they announced Visions figures. SH Figuarts will have, from Bandai, well, I think Bandai, will have Visions action figures. So, like, I don't know if Hasbro's going to do those. So I'm lining up. I'm excited about those. Very excited. They announced that tomorrow there are a few more pre-orders going up for some vintage collections that seem more like repacks. Not as excited about those. It is what it is. But, you know, just as long as they continue to do them. The Rancor did not get backed. The Sky Striker got back from G.I. Joe. I wasn't planning on backing that one. Yeah, I was a little disappointed that they didn't have better figures for the Rancor. A lot of people back the Proton Pack, but I'm not that much of a Ghostbusters fan. I mean, we've got the Playmobil Ghostbusters. I've got, you know, one of the Lego Ghostbusters sets, the older one when it was on Kusu, I think. Back before it was called Lego Ideas. Backed it for the minifigures, of course. Yeah, it was disappointing to see that it didn't get back, but they screwed it up by not giving people the figures they wanted. Alberta 3D, yes, many of them failed because the designer just, these are low poly, intended low poly, which everyone knows because it's called low poly. And I knew, I was like, hey, great, that's all they need to be is low poly. But they were low poly, except that he would have, like, just excruciating details in certain areas, like fingers, or certain spaces, like, that he didn't need to put in there. So he needed to eliminate certain spaces, to, not just to minimize supports, but to make it such that the print wouldn't necessarily fail. So I did a Queel earlier today, and he had a curled hand, and there was a gap in his hand the way it printed out, and I'm like, that's not supports. It's these, you put too many details in certain spots, and you fudge details in other spots. So if the detail across the board needed to get fudged, and so I pretty much given up. I didn't think I was going to get a good IG-11. I didn't even want to print him again because I'd already done 2 prior and they'd failed. And the Queel, after he had a hand problem, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to bother doing that again. The guy updated the files this morning for everybody, and it basically has fixes for certain characters. So I'm doing the Queel again, and very happy because I was like, yes, I paid for all of them. At least I get a chance to print them and potentially continue to print them. So yeah, they did fail, but the artist even though he, in the recent message, basically said, well, I think it's your he said it's your printer, and I couldn't do it this way, but it's your printer. I'm like, I don't know about that. Okay, I think it's the file, but all right, thank you. And then when I sent him the link or photo of the Quail problem, he was like, yeah, I see what you're talking about now. And he redid all the figuring, all of them. I'm like, thank you. So I feel better about printing the Luke. I don't, after, because I still feel this could have been done. I mean, they could always be done better. I feel that all of the ones he did could have been improved upon by eliminating all the supports. All of these could have been done and designed to be supportless. All of them could have been. But he chose not to do it that way. I think that is an oversight. I think supports could have been eliminated wholesale. Because as far as I'm concerned, these are just too many. It's too many supports. Just to make sure that things don't. And I'm using snug supports on the Prusa Slicer now. So you wanted to back the Rancor pack. It left a lot to be desired. Lestat, yeah, I backed it. I was like, yeah, okay, that's great, cool. Black Series Rancor, that looks awesome. And I'm like, yeah, they'll throw in figures as bonuses. And then they release Gamorrean Guard. I'm like, that wasn't really the figure I was expecting. And then when they said, oh, then we'll give you some bones, I'm like, okay, I guess that's kind of cool. And then the Luke, and I'm like, yeah, I'm out. And then they said, oh, wait, we'll also include Malakili if we get it. I'm like, yeah, it's not enough. So I think Hasbro screwed the pooch on that one. And I think they know it. And the fans have told them so much. And they would, if there was a concern with the, us never getting an Ula or another Hutt Slayer Leia in the Black Series, if that was a concern, okay, fine, I understand. But I feel they could have easily thrown in Jabba's denizens that otherwise wouldn't have sold at retail. We could have gotten a Klaatu. We could have gotten a Reese. We could have had Jabba's denizens. My God. What would it have been like if we would have gotten, like, the Rancor in 5 figures that we otherwise wouldn't have seen? I would have backed 2. Like, I mean, like, no questions asked. So, don't know. Maybe they'll have a better Back to the Future, possibly. I don't know. Can't you manually change the amount of sports? You can, Avaline, and you can be very specific. And I'm probably going overkill on this. It's just like, it's just as easy sometimes to say everywhere. Because, I mean, ultimately I'm like, okay, I gotta do that one. Not sure about this one. That's going to be a problem. I don't want to accidentally miss a spot because I don't think that as much as this is great, it's an amazing effort, I don't think these were ever designed to be printed without. They weren't designed to be printed without supports. And you have to put them in key places. And if you miss a key place, the whole thing's screwed up. So I just assume waste the filament on supports, then print something only to have missed a spot. Which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. You do the same auto supports? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I'll do it when I'm like, okay, this is like, I was looking at the Nerf to print that one, and I'm like, I think it only needs a couple spots, and then I realize, I'm like, it's going to take a lot of filament. Do we really need a Nerf? We've got a Blurg, and I think that's enough. Having a Nerf as a stable animal is kind of neat, but I don't know. I'm not sure about a Nerf yet. This is my last gold filament. I don't have any other gold filament after this. So I'm going to need to find more gold filament. I love gold! Something I want to know, why do you think Star Wars fans requesting a refund of Galactic Hotel, and why did Disney remove all the videos of the hotel? Big fan? I have no idea, dude. That's news to me. No clue. No clue whatsoever. We need more support of the Star Wars bust prints like the Ahsoka print. Yeah, totally, CNEUP. I've not, I mean, I know I need to, I just don't, if I support anyone on Patreon, it's got to be, like, Star Wars, because I'm not, I know they do a lot of busts, and they're really cool, like, and Wexter does a good job with his stuff, and what's the one that just released a Boba Fett bust? Like, they're amazing. Like, I'm like, these are really cool, but you do a lot of work that I'm just not interested in printing, so it's, I'm not saying I'm throwing money away, but, like, I would rather buy the things that I would want to print. Like, for example, this Mandalorian Nativity set. It's unique. It's fun. It's different. I was willing to spend $4 on it. It was great. The problem was I ran into problems and no one else did, or at least had reported, and at least the artist responded. Because I was getting a little miffed. I'm like, really, dude? Like, even I can see this is like too many detail for the hand, and it's low poly. You don't need this much detail in a finger in a low poly model. Like, it's low poly. So the low poly count. So he fixed it. He addressed the problems. And I looked at the Queel as well. I'm like, yeah, he fixed the problem on this, so I'm not too worried about that. No worries, Alberta 3D. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Oh, Inside the Magic? They're kind of a rumor blog. I don't pay attention to them. Yeah, The Insider. Diz Insider? I don't know anything about them. But it doesn't surprise me. Like, they're it's expensive, dude. The more you pay, sometimes the less someone pays, the more they complain. But the converse is true, right? So if you don't pay a lot, it may mean that you may not have a lot of money. And if you complain a lot because of that, you know, it's because you don't have a lot of money. So I ran into this issue years ago. Like, the people who spent $20 on something never complained. But the people who spent $1 complained so much. I'm like, dude, really? Really? So, like, you know, trying to find that sweet spot. And so they can't cheap out. But my feeling is just the experience has to get, like, it's got to feel like a $10,000 experience. It has to. And so I understand that from an economic standpoint, because if I'm going to be spending $10,000, it better damn well feel like $1 million experience, right? And not getting lost in the luster. So that does not surprise me. Star Wars fans expected better at Disney. Again, missed expectations. If it was just a regular thing, okay, great. I only spent this much money. But, like, spending $10,000, dude, that sets your expectations substantially higher, buddy. Dollar refund. Dollar Google refund. Ka-ching. You'd be surprised. Some people don't have a lot. So I know Alberta 3D said that he's going to be streaming soon. He's getting ready for it, but I'm thinking we should be raiding. I would like to try to raid brick streamers here in the month of December. For real. Or at least the people who are streaming bricks right now. I have to. So I think Qui-Gon Jinn will be our raid tonight. Can you show a pic of this? What this finished product will look like? Ask PSA 425. Yes. I'll show it tomorrow. So I stream live, as you know, every night, 6 p.m. Yeah, Qui-Gon Jinn is building tonight, so I think it'll be a fun raid. She likes Star Wars too, so it's a great chance to meet her. Because I'm a fan of any Star Wars fan. I did see the Mythosaur that Builder's Mark printed for Patrick. It is incredible, and I gotta admit, I am jealous. I'm like, dang, dude. I gotta admit that I am green with envy. That is amazing. That is fantastic. Because I can't print a Mythosaur skull that big. Although if I had a Mythosaur skull that big, I would love to see it in like more of a bone type of color and weathered, because that would be amazing. Yeah, I bet he printed it in pieces. Okay, everybody, thank you again for the subs, the cheers, all the support, the listening, the questions. I really, really, really do appreciate it. I know you can spend your time, in a million different ways, but thank you for spending your time with me. Appreciate the support. Appreciate you tuning in every night at 6 p.m. or somewhere thereabouts. I'll be back again tomorrow night at 6 p.m. continuing the LEGO Wreath, continuing the Advent Calendar fun, continuing to interact with you, continuing to show you everything that was on my desk, including this honestly silly Twitter bucket cap that they sent me. Tomorrow may very well be Luke, although I may be trying that dragon... The articulated print-in-place dragon on the ulti stick. I washed it in a dish soap. Don't know if that will help any. We'll see. But theoretically, you know, I'll be doing that and assuming the Dragon Prince. I want to try to do the Luke. I think the Luke will be the last one that I want to print from the Mandalorian nativity scene, at least for the files that are in the that he has modeled. And then the dragon. That's going to be a 12-hour print. So I got to try to do that right and start it early in the day to keep an eye on it to make sure it doesn't come off the plate like the other Ulti-Stick projects that I've done. Because if it pulls off the plate this next time, I'm pretty much done with the Ulti-Stick. Here we go. I love you. I appreciate you, but at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices. May the Force be with you always. Tusken rating, a Star Wars fan, Qui-Gon Jinn in 3, 2, 1. Woo! Oh, crap. I closed her window. Now I got to reopen it. There we go. Connecting to chat. Perillo Raider. Why is it connecting to chat? Yes!
You also read my
Woo!
Woo!
We- Woo.
We're building Lego. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you? How was your stream? My name's Qui-Gon Jinn. I primarily build Legos. I recently started getting into 3D printing, so that's why I follow Chris. Chris is very knowledgeable and also likes Star Wars, and I also like Star Wars. So. And a Harry Potter builder. Yeah, I do a lot of Harry Potter builds. History and 3D printing, Star Wars Lego printing. Very cool. I love it.
Good to make a new friend.
Hey, Cena.